Good morning, guys. A few minutes before 7:30. There we go. Changing my lighting. Oh man, I actually just got up. Oh my goodness. The upside to the coronavirus situation is that my kids don't have to go to school, so I can sleep in. The downside is that I stay up in the middle of the night worrying about things. So there's that. Oh man, 7:28. How's everybody doing that's here? Give me a shout out. Let me know you're here. Fist bump, Roger. Yo, what up, Jimmy Neihart? How's it going? Yeah, things are good. It's craziness. They got the town of Telluride on lockdown. Everybody has to shelter in place. Brian Wishman, good morning. Dirt Rider 83, good morning. Bowman Films. I brought the Rotella in my look, guys. So first of all, look at this mug. I know you guys have probably seen the schlag. Kevin O'Laughlin gave me this mug and two others that are awesome. The other ones have my face on them, which is funny. How's it going? Ottoman, I don't know how to pronounce your name. All racing canceled, yeah. Yo from Central New York, right on. Hi, Mom. There's my mom, everybody. Zeb Han, not at school. Good morning. Ozzy 7926. Lots of rain there. Dang it. We should all be with Roger right now. Good morning, Paul. Okay, a dude named Eric. We'll just call you that. Hey, dude. Oh, hey. Makes sense now. Everybody say hi to my mom. Keith McQueen, how are you? I know I said Central New York, but I didn't say your name. So how are you doing, Keith? The David Kessler. I am over here. You're over there. That's good. Oh man, we're almost there. It's almost officially 7:30. So, all right, guys, welcome to the Gospel of Two Wheels number 70. What are we? 77? I don't know. I'm so where we're going to talk about social distancing and where the coffee's hot, the bikes are fast, and the comments are ridiculous. And guys, I love you. I'm sorry I'm not more prepared. Like I said, I honestly was like passed out because I didn't sleep in the middle of the night at all. So then I fell asleep, and anyway, here we are. Absolutely work from home, way more ride time for sure. So this whole thing, Ozzy, yeah, my wife got me this shirt. This one is definitely not for sale. I don't know. She got it online somewhere. So if I can, I'll find a link and put it in like the next description. What was I going to say? Oh, so I want to clear up something with this whole social distancing, sheltering in place, coronavirus, COVID-19, all this, whatever. I've been accused of being callous, of not caring, of being stupid, of not understanding the science, okay. All those things may be true, right? Okay, maybe I'm a little callous, maybe I'm not the smartest guy in the world, all that stuff, right? But here's the thing. I do understand the science behind it. I do think people are completely going crazy and causing more problems than good. And I really, no matter what anybody tells me, think that riding your dirt bike is a good way to spend the time when you can't go be around other people. Because riding a dirt bike is outside. Outside is a good place to be. That's all there is to it. If they tell me that outside is not good, I'm really going to question who's giving me this information and why. Because the sun and the ultraviolet light kills bugs and things like that, viruses and things like that. It does a really, really, really good job of that. Let's see. David Kessler, I moved from Florida to Alabama to practice social distancing. Nice work. That's awesome. Torben, how's it going, man? So outside is good. Dirt bikes are good because dirt bikes are just good. I mean, that's why we're all here, right? We all like each other because we like dirt bikes. But dirt bikes are good because it's physical exercise. You breathe heavy. You move things through your system. Uh, you're not ever going to be all that close to someone, even if you're riding with people, because unless you're Tomac and Barsha, you're not going to be touching each other. So dirt bikes are good. And the national parks have stopped taking fees to try to get people out, but then other places are trying to keep people inside. So I'm really skeptical of this whole thing, honestly. Dave, because I'm in the middle of the Talladega National Forest and have not seen a person for 5 days. Right on, dude. Good job. Yeah, Roger heard lots of heat, lots of sun in Arizona for sure. Yeah, Brian Wishman, until the media shuts up, this is just going to keep getting worse. I completely agree. Yeah, Torben, like Utah closed outside. They closed outside. I don't even know. I can't honestly get my head around that, guys. Like, that just bothers me down in my soul. So anyway, back to the list of why dirt bikes and why I'm supporting people going and riding their dirt bikes. So outside good, dirt bikes good. Not succumbing to fear is good. Like, being aware and doing the things that are necessary to help like keep you safe are obviously good. But just succumbing to this overwhelming, crazy fear is ridiculous. And I'm not going down the rabbit hole of what I think. Anyway, it's not good. So dirt bikes, get out and do it. My shop is going to be open. If they tell me I have to shelter in place, my place is going to be Highland Cycles. And I'm going to go shelter there and work on motorcycles. That's all there is to it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, Jimmy Neihart, haters gonna hate. Yeah, hunter gatherers. We need exercise. It's ridiculous. Sitting in a box around a bunch of family members is not a safe thing to do. So yeah, all the district theories, every race has been postponed. I mean, I don't know. I mean, and so like it bums me out that they did Supercross, right? Because I have tickets to the Denver one and all that stuff. Brady Meadow, what's happening? I agree that everybody's scared, and I'm even getting texts from good friends of mine, like showing me the math and the science behind the spread, and I get it. I get that people are dying, but people die every day of lots of things. It's bad to have another thing that kills people, but we haven't really addressed a lot of the things that kill people. I think tuberculosis is still killing more people than Jimmy Neihart. Yeah, election year for sure. Brady storming its butt off. So this is obviously a little bit weirder gospel of two wheels than normal, but let me go back to what we usually do. Conditions report. It rained. Last night it rained. And I'm going to ride my dirt bike tonight for Thursday night ride, and it's going to be awesome. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, Brian Wishman, your town of 3K is all shut down. You don't even have a case. The same with Telluride. They don't have a case, and they shut the whole thing down. And it's like, it's tiny. Roger Hurd says he wants to know what they're doing behind her back that we don't know. I agree. I mean, this is taking a lot of focus off a lot of things. And people are blaming, hey, MP, what's happening? People are blaming Trump for all this stuff. I don't know. I just don't know. Like I said, they send me these math things and all this stuff, and I kind of have to take it with a grain of salt because, like, you can make anything look legit, right? I mean, I have made this whole gospel of two wheels and motorcycle shop thing legit with a GoPro. I mean, I am legit, and I do want to spread the gospel of two wheels, and I really want people out riding the dirt bikes. So I'm a real thing, but like I use a GoPro Hero 7 and a $300 other camera. Like, you don't need much. So, Torben, yeah, we are coming out there Saturday. Hopefully we don't shut down by then. I don't think it's going to happen. Brady says I'm a bad person for riding dirt bikes. It's a bigger issue. It's Obama's fault. There we go. And back to dirt bike talk. So yeah, let's talk about dirt bikes. Well, actually, let me real fast, Paul. Let me just mention how I want to do things. If you guys are in the area, shop's open. Come in at your own risk. If you don't want to come in, leave a bike outside. Call me. Tell me what you want me to do. I'll do it. We'll take care of everything over the phone. Bike can stay outside. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Tim, for my great attitude. I do have a pretty good attitude most of the time. So Zebhan, yeah, the whole shutdown of everything. I don't have school till April 20th, and they actually, we'll see. They may just shut school down, which is a real situation. Tubeless is holding up amazingly well, Paul Antsy. Have not had a problem yet. I rode it again last weekend, and I didn't even check it. So actually, it's doing way better than I ever thought. So that's kind of awesome. If you guys don't know, I can't believe you wouldn't by this point. If you don't know, I don't like tubeless in general, and I'm running it on a bike on a tire right now to test it. It's the MX208 SR. And I went over and above on the installation. By the way, Ryan, how's it going? The installation to set it up just right. I took some notes from a guy named Don Bobs, and I read all the tubeless stuff and everything. I did it exactly like they say, and it is working and not having a problem. But I still think about it when I go out, and it was a giant pain to get it mounted like that. I mean, I had to take a grinder or a die grinder and shave off all the little ribs on the tire on the inside where the thing seals. So I didn't have to put sealant in it. And anyway, I'm done. But I won't do it again. I don't think I'm going to take, as soon as this tire wears out, I'm going to take it out. But it is working. If you do want to spend the time and effort, then the tubeless seems to work pretty well. Yeah, Roger Hood. Actually, yeah, this break from school, we are going to start on the YZ. It's going to be awesome. Brady Metter, we had 4 different series plus National Enduro this weekend. Cancel. There's one series that has a race this weekend. However, the rain, we had 40 hours. It's going to be a mud fest. Yeah. David Kessler, tubeless, the installation is everything. I agree, and it's working. Yeah, and Brian, yes, every time I do complain about checking the air pressure, I don't like checking the air pressure. That's why I don't like air forks on motorcycles, and I don't want air in my tires. I don't like checking air pressure. I just like to go ride. So yeah. But like I said, it does work if you want to. Brady says he mounts his tubeless with Rotella, and it works perfect. That's awesome. Guys, if you're watching, hit the thumbs up button for me, please, on this video. I'm going to keep doing this YouTube thing for you guys regardless. If they full on shut everything down, I'm still going into the shop and going to keep working on stuff and keep making videos for you guys. And then I'm going to go ride and make videos. So hopefully, if you're in a place where somehow you can't get out, you can live through me. I'm going to have fun for everybody. I'm going to sacrifice and have fun. Keith, 4 PSI saved my butt on a wet-rooted Rocky Hill climb this weekend. Right on. David Kessler says mounting tires with ATF is even better. No, Brady does everything with Rotella. Just ask his wife. That's awesome, by the way. So the 4 PSI thing, yeah, but I found that with a properly sized moose and a good tire, I get really good traction also. Maybe not 4 PSI traction, but pretty good traction, and depending on the tire, right? So, what else, guys? Ask me more questions. So yeah, I want to move away from the cancellations and the down talk. I just wanted to say that I think dirt bikes are great for social distancing. Hey, Paul, Antsy, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. 2 strokes do matter. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't have my mug here today because I'm using my awesome Laughlin. Which is really that. So there's dirt bikes on it. I didn't bring the one with the face. It's here. I just didn't know if you wanted 2 versions of my face. I didn't think anybody wanted that. What was I gonna say? I'm losing my train of thought. So I don't know. I completely lost my train of thought, guys. Oh, 2 strokes matter. Sorry. There we go. I've got. You can go to teespring.com. I'll put a link in the description of this video. And then also, guys, if you follow us on Facebook, a bunch of t-shirts hanging out. So that's why they're a little more expensive than maybe I would sell a t-shirt at my shop. But they help me out a ton, and I don't have to have a huge stock of them. So if you're interested in that, it's awesome. So I think you probably go to teespring.com and search for Highland Cycles. And if someone has the link, if someone's on their computer right now and doesn't have anything better to do, and you know where the link is, you can post it up in the comments. But don't feel like you have to. Yeah, time to do trail time trials with your buddies is to social distance. Absolutely, yeah. Like if you guys, I don't know if you guys have checked out my time trial on Cushman Creek out in Dry Creek, but I set the bar probably pretty low because I'm not that fast, but I set the bar, and you should go, and if you're in this area, go see if you can beat it. I forget what it is, like 12 minutes or something like that. It's a phenomenal trail. Yeah, and you guys can do that. Just don't, like I said, don't hug each other, don't lick each other, don't kiss each other at the trailhead. Park maybe a little ways away. Keith McQueen, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Trying to make work tolerable. That's my goal. Brady, still want to come up and ride this next week, but not sure if hotels and gas stations will remain open. Yeah, I don't know. Do we have to ride a Cushman up the creek? That would be so awesome if we did that. That would be super cool. Paul Antsy, trail maintenance. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know that I'm ever gonna believe our government or anybody that tells me not to go outside. That's not gonna happen unless it's like the nuclear winter, and that's not happening. So, we should do a Cushman. So we should have the normal time trial on Cushman Creek, and then we should have a Cushman on the Creek time trial. And I'll buy a Cushman, and everybody has to take it up the thing. Brady, I think you should come, stay in touch, and we'll see if things, what happens. Like, just give me a call, stay in touch. I don't think they're gonna do it, but I mean, they're like, it was easy to close down Telluride. It's easy to close down Gunnison-ish because it's like they're smaller and more easily contained. Montrose has a few more ways in and out, so I don't think it's going to be a thing. I hope. I really hope. Ozzy, if martial law goes into effect, I'm bringing my Jeep dirt bike and an extension cord and plugging into your shop's power and ride dirt bikes every day. Yes, do it. I'm in. Jimmy Decay, things are just starting to get bad in Florida, but the riding sucks here anyway. Stay in Colorado, we will. Brady, you can definitely sleep in the shop. We'll figure out a thing. Dude, if you guys have a camper, you can park it right out in front of my house. There's ain't no thing. So there's always a way. And you can sleep in your van out in front of my house. That's more than 6 feet. I don't care. And you know what? I'll make you a cup of coffee. Corbin says, I completely agree about going outside. It's insanity that they say we can't be riding our dirt bikes. I'll be out there no matter what. Yes, Corbin. Yes, yes, yes. Zeb said it snowed this morning. It could have snowed here. It's all just wet. There's no snow on the ground now. But it's pretty wet, which is going to be awesome for tonight's ride. I'm really stoked. It's a kids' ride tonight. I don't know. I haven't talked to my kids. I think they want to go. I don't know. They're in a weird state, because they're not in school and it bums them out. So yes, I will make breakfast burritos. Absolutely. Everyday mountain bike. I have an 8-year-old that wants to get into dirt bikes. He's a super good mountain biker, racing downhill. We're in Montrose. What type of bike would you recommend? That's a great question. I love it. And Torben, please come camping from my place. And I have a ton of eggs. Not a ton. I bought 18-pack. Woo! I went all crazy. So everyday mountain bike, 8-year-old. Depends on how big that 8-year-old is, but my guess he's probably about the right size for a KX65 or a 65 of some sort. That's about how old my boys were when they started riding 65s. That's going to be a big jump because it has a clutch and he's going to have to figure out and shifting and all that stuff. But it will be a good move. They're lightweight. They're fast. They have good suspension versus if you go to like something like a CRF 110 or TTR 110, something like that, the little 4-strokes, they're great little bikes, but they are heavy and have terrible suspension. And if he's good at going downhill on a mountain bike, he's going to be disappointed with those motorcycles. So I would see if you want to come by everyday MTB and he can sit on my kid's 65 and see if it's good. Ooh, yeah, David Kessler, TTR 125. That would be a good one too. I think that might be a little bit big for an 8-year-old though. And Roger Hertz green is good. Yes. My mom, your snow is soaking Oklahoma, ready for some sunshine here, I bet. Rain, cold in northern New Mexico. Sad face. That's okay. It'll get better, MP. It's going to get better. KX65 with a recluse. I'm gonna kind of push back against the recluse thing. The recluse thing would make it really easy for him to get into the situation. But it sounds like he might be a pretty aggressive, pretty athletic individual that would probably figure out a clutch pretty quickly. So yeah, I think everybody needs to learn how to use the clutch personally. You could, if you committed yourself to putting the recluse in and then taking the recluse out as soon as you kind of figured out the throttle and the brakes, then fair enough. But there, Brady. Okay, good. Because I just don't think. I think Brian agrees with me on the clutch. Everybody needs to learn. Yeah. So Keith McQueen says he's got a 9-year-old with a KTM with the flywheel weight. Tractor's good. The KXs are amazing, man. I mean, all of the little 65s, they'll just sit there. You can almost count the RPM before they stall. Lucas, we don't have any. It's not snowy. Hold on. Let me look. So I can't see the Adobes from here, but there's no snow on the ground here. So it's wet, which is awesome, and I think it's just going to be brilliant. The conditions could be like the best of the year. Yeah, everyday MTB, learn how to use the clutch. Just don't give him the crutch of a recluse. He'll figure it out. Kids are amazing. They learn things way faster than we do, and he'll figure out the clutch. Like both of my kids had the clutch figured out in an afternoon, and we're out having fun. Let's see, MP, Mike, anyone have a 2020 XC300? Wondering how many turns out is your idle air screw set at? Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing you're talking about it's just an idle thing. But or if you're joking, that is hilarious also. David Kessler, I think you mean KLX 140 is a good one also. Yeah, super good. That, the TTR 125, the CRF 150, all very awesome bikes, 4-strokes with clutches that are definitely a level up from like the 110 autos, but I think they're going to be too big for an 8-year-old generally. Yeah, everyday. By the way, everyday MTB, what's your name? I don't know your name. If you've told me, I forgot. I'm sorry. DRZ 125L for sale. I fixed that one finally. You guys, everybody's chiming in. Keith McQueen, yeah, the 110 CR70. It's So, oh, there you go, Brian Wishman. There you go. And I'm not bad mouthing the 110s. It's just they they're really limited. If you got a kid that's aggressive and wants to jump and do things like that, they just don't have the suspension. They just don't. Matt, awesome. TPI has air bypass screw. Oh, okay. What does that do? Well, is it the little, that's the idle thing. So yeah, I mean, I know what that is. It's just the idle adjust. It doesn't really change. It just raises the idle basically. I mean, I guess it bypasses the butterfly, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's not metering gas. Also, Ozzy 7926. When my stepson was 8, he rode a KX80. Now he's 11 on a KTM 105. He learned the clutch first day. I was blown away at how fast kids can learn. Yeah, kids are amazing. They'll figure it out. Like it. Yeah, it's a great learner bike. Brian says you're talking about the 110 to learn. They're phenomenal. I'm just thinking if you are coming straight off of a kid who's really good at downhill mountain biking, the two-stroke little motocross you might get more time out of it. Is there a way to put 65 suspension on a 110? So Zeb, the answer to that is yes. I don't know what it would cost or how long it would take because you can do anything with enough time and money. So, but I don't know. I don't know if there's an easy way to do it. I kind of doubt. The frames are so different. You know, the little 110s and stuff, the motor kind of hangs underneath the frame and is a stressed member of the frame, whereas on the bigger bikes, it sits in the cradle of the frame. So yeah, Brady says you could do it with some modifications for sure. I don't know. That would, for me, that wouldn't be worth it because that'd be a lot of work and effort for kind of a weird bike when you're all said and done. So that's just me. Lucas King says WH space A. I'm guessing he's getting ready to type something. Back to the TPIs with the air bypass. All the fuel injected bikes have that little. It's the cold start on them, and you can then turn them to adjust them. And some now, like the KTM's, actually have an idle adjust that turns the butterfly and all that stuff. But yeah, yeah, Roger, I'm with you on the 65. MP, love it, Morgan. This is like therapy, social distancing while hanging out, contradiction, dirt bikes. Yes, I love it. Lucas King, what main jet do you guys run on a 300 out in Montrose? What 300 and what carburetor? Lucas, let me know. Ryan, I'm looking at a 2013 KTM 350 for my new bike. Anyone know if you have one and what do you think? Jimmy Neihart, probably going to jump in there. His is newer, but he loves his 350. 350s are phenomenal motorcycles. If you like four strokes, they're great. Keith, yes, you can order gear from my shop. Yeah, dude, I can have that. I believe I can have it drop shipped to you, Keith. Call me today at the shop, 970-240-2197. And I will be in there about 9-ish. The other upside, I don't know if you guys follow us on, I know a bunch of you guys follow us on Facebook. But if you don't or haven't, whatever, my family has put a list on the refrigerator, says good things that happened during the coronavirus outbreak. And we're just racking up things that are good. One of them is that I don't have to be into work real early because my mechanic is out of town and I'm just taking it easy. So that's good. Brady, who doesn't love four strokes? I guess I have to say I love four strokes too because I do love my XR. Let's see. I personally did not like the 350 in single track, but that's just my opinion. Beta 300 Kean carb. Lucas, I probably have that information somewhere in my computer at the shop, but I would say probably like a 165. I don't know what do you run in Woodland Park? the everyday MTB, Matt. Lots to learn moving from mountain bikes. So yeah, there is, but it transitions really, really, really well. Like really well. Lucas King, I was thinking 162. That should be really close. 162, 165. I think I had a 300 with a key in. It was a KTM, but I ran I think I had a one. I think I ended up going like for really high stuff. I'd go like 158, but then I ended up going back up size like to like 162, 165 because it was safer and it was good. So yeah, 150. Okay. Yeah, Lucas, you can. I mean, honestly, if that's what you're running, you could do like I would do a 162 for sure. If that's what you got up there, 162 would be right on the money. Ryan Girardi, XCFW, the 350. Ryan, it's going to be a huge jump up from your DRZ, but I'm going to tell you right now, the 350W model is it's not very fast. Doesn't have a lot of oomph. I like the suspension actually. It's just kind of plush and nice, but it's not the world's greatest when it comes to horsepower. The XC model was brilliant, like crazy awesome. So that's just my opinion. Brady, chime in. Let's see, guys, what else is going on out there in the crazy world that we live in right now? Yeah, we're still working. I got lots of work to do. The shop is busy. Turns out dirt bikers are tending not to be all that worried about this stuff. They're kind of just going about their lives, and they haven't brought the cavalry in with the tanks yet. So hopefully they don't. If they do, yeah, that is when you know for sure things are not good. Things are not good. Brady Metter says early XCFs are okay. It's a lower hour than your trail riding. They are good bikes. They're a little slow, mellow, nothing exciting. That's what I feel like. I had a buddy with one. It's fine motorcycle, but definitely not exciting. So, let's see. Yeah, tanks, Torben. I know. That's craziness. All right, guys. It's 8:00. Normally I'd run over, but I have to go get some parts from our big dealership so I can fix some motorcycles for some kids that are going to go ride. So make sure you guys pay attention to Roger. That's funny. Make sure you guys pay attention to the Daily Schlag. Guys, if you're watching this, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button. It really does make a big difference for us. Who knows? I may be stuck doing this with you guys for a long time as our only method of going back. Also, why don't you guys, let's take a second here. Matt Andreas, yes, Punk Rock Club. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Take a second, and if you guys are watching, write my email down, morgan@highland-cycles.com. I'll put it right here. I'll type it in. Boom. You guys, I want you guys to email me and let me know when an evening time that you guys want to get together and hang out and talk about dirt bikes, because I think that's what this is going to be for a while. So, and you know what? This is responsible. We can talk about dirt bikes, and then we can go ride the dirt bikes, and we can we're not going to hang out and spit on each other at the parking lot, but then we can come back and we can sit down, we can have a talk, we can have a cup of coffee, you guys have beer, whiskey. I fully support that in this situation. I'm still not drinking myself, but I think yeah, I think it'd be a good idea. So, hey, whoa, dude, Kevin, thank you so much. Thank you for this. Thank you for the super chat. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. A man named Eric. That is so a dude named Eric. That's a great name, by the way. Yeah. If you guys want to support us and help keep this thing rolling through all these crazy times, check out our Patreon page. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it. Patreon.com/Highland Cycles. Also, if you want to order parts, you can call me at the shop, which is awesome. I would love that. and I ship things to you or drop ship or whatever. Brady's been doing that recently. Also, if you go to amazon.com/shop/Highland Cycles and shop there, even if you're ordering toilet paper through Amazon, if you go to my thing first and then do whatever you want to do, we get a little bump from that, and it does mean a lot. Like I said, we're trying to grow this thing. I am not stopping or slowing down because of a virus or our government freaking out and people freaking out. I'm going to keep on keeping on with the whole dirt bike thing because I really do believe it's better. Yes, David Kessler, that is awesome. It's just when people ask me if I ride four-wheelers, I tell them, yes, I have 2 dirt bikes. That's so good. Zeb, so my Kalex just broke a tooth on the idler gear. Yeah, I saw that. How does that happen? I don't know how that happens, Zeb, unless something else got in there in between the teeth and just like, I don't know what, like, but I would do some serious looking. It was nice to meet you, dude, by the way. And I'm so sorry I didn't get to come out and ride. It's the way it is. Yeah, Lucas, I know you got your Mobiuses right away. We can do things. Like I said, and I also want to say, I know I'm going longer than I said I would, but I'm asking for support, but the important thing here is that we support dirt bikes and we support people who support dirt bikes. So if you have a local shop that is awesome, please support them. Please give them your money if you have any money, if you can afford it. They need it. Little shops like mine, it's tough when things get slow. It slows down really fast. I don't have a lot of money, so it's a real thing. So if you've got guys close to you that are supporting you, spend your money with them, even if you have to wait a little longer or whatever. Just do it. If you don't have guys, then so Matt Andreas, if that's the case, then feel free to order stuff from me, order stuff through our Amazon page. It would help. Brady, yes, I will give you lots of money. When I get lots of money, I'm giving Brady better. Okay, put it on record. When I have $4 million in the bank, and I don't think that's ever going to happen in the dirt bike world, but when that happens, I'm going to give Brady Metter $100,000. There you go, because he just asked for it. Or if I can grow this channel to like Mr. Beast size, if we can get millions of subscribers, I will do crazy stuff like that all the time. David Gray, 2 weeks clear from surgery. That's awesome. Just 2 weeks. And magically in 2 weeks, all this will be away. If you stay in your house, magically, the virus goes away in 2 weeks. Brian Wishman, you don't have a local shop. That's a bummer. And honestly, people in my world hate, they hate Rocky Mountain ATV and stuff like that. They get really mad at them for doing a really good job and beating them at the game. That's how I feel about it. I just want to say, like, honestly, those guys are great. Like, I order from Rocky Mountain every now and then. I ordered my carbon up cover from them, which, by the way, is still working really great. Haven't had a big crash on it. Yeah, like, those guys are great too. So, Brady, this is awesome. You guys are funny. So yeah, don't let this whole ridiculousness stop you from riding your dirt bikes. Please don't let it do it. Unless they're holding a gun to your head and keeping you inside. And then if that's the case, there's way, way bigger problems. All right. So now I'm actually going to go. You guys are awesome. I love you so much. If you want to come ride with me this weekend, in the future, please let me know. I want to show you around. I want to show you why I love Montrose and how great it is. So shoot me an email. Let me know. I'm going to do some more live things. I think we should do more of these things at night. Sit down, hang out, talk, whatever. Get stuff off our chests. I mean, just talk about dirt bikes, man. Get excited about the things because they're awesome. So I love you guys. Have a great day. Please, 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 please spread the gospel of two wheels. And most importantly, right now of all times, you got to get out and ride your dirt bikes.